Welcome to our presentation today. This is Carl Lewis from Vision 33. We're here today to talk about a game-changing decision by the Supreme Court. It's basically about the impact of the South Dakota versus Wayfair on tax compliance case, and it's had a big impact on U.S. businesses. So we're looking forward to hearing all about that. Our special guest today is John Regan from Avalara. So John, welcome, and it's all yours.
Thanks, Carl. I appreciate it. For everyone out there, the relationship between Avalara and Vision 33 is that we've been partners, technology partners for a long time. So we're happy to be here, and I'm really happy that you are committing your time today to this presentation. Over the next 6 hours, you will learn everything you ever wanted to know about sales tax. That's a joke. That's a joke. But really, sales tax has become quite interesting lately. It was thrust into the national awareness last year by the Supreme Court ruling, South Dakota versus Wayfair. The new law impacts every company that sells across state lines. You might be familiar with it. You might have read it in the paper. You might have seen it on the news. So what we're going to talk about today is the impact of this ruling. We're going to get around to that by starting out with sales tax. What's the big deal? What's so important about sales tax? We're going to talk about that Supreme Court ruling and what came of it, this concept called economic nexus. And then we'll discuss what can you do about it. And we'll talk about how Avalara works, and an interesting part of the presentation, we'll talk about accelerating the inevitable.
So John, what is the big deal?
The big deal with sales tax, well, you really have to take a step back in time. Sales tax has been important for a long time across many civilizations. Sales tax helped to build the ancient pyramids and the Roman Empire. And as for us, remember the Boston Tea Party? That was all about sales tax. For us, sales tax is a major source of revenues for our states. In fact, it's almost 50% of total revenue for the typical state. This is why states are always looking to increase their tax base, because it's such a large piece of the revenue pie. Sales tax is so important that government considers it a statutory requirement. Now look what I did with this slide here. Big, bold words, statutory requirement. Sounds pretty important, right? The government wants companies to either be compliant with the requirements